everyone, and welcome back. Yes, it's me. Back already? I know. Have I ever been this consistent? Good question. But today is a drugstore makeup tutorial, and yes, I said the drugstore. Everything from the drugstore, from my eyebrows to this highlighter right here. I hope you guys are excited as I am, because who doesn't love getting the same results but spending less money? I know I do. But yeah, if you want to see how I got this glowy look, then please keep on watching. I've obviously done my right eye off camera, so now I'm going to do my left eye. The brown product I'll be using today is the Ardell brow pomade in the shade dark brown. Okay, so now that we have that brow filled in, I'm going to clean it up with some concealer, and the concealer I'll be using is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. Okay, so I went to the drugstore and got a lot of products, and while I was there, I was hoping to get a palette. Couldn't really find a palette, didn't want to use an expensive one, so I went over to Ulta and got the Carly Bible from BH Cosmetics, and it's a 10-color eyeshadow and 4-color highlight palette, and this was like, I think $12 to $15, which is in the drugstore price range. So yeah, looks like this. Very shimmery and glowy and fall, but summer at the same time. So yeah, I'm just going to do a little simple look with this. And the first color I'm going to use today is this bone color shade right here to set the concealer so it doesn't crease. Okay. All the brushes I use today are from Morphe, which is an affordable brush brand. But if you don't want to order your brushes, Real Techniques, bless me, Real Techniques has good brushes, so does Eco Tools. So I have a couple of their brushes, but the main brushes that I'll be using today are from Morphe. It's gold shade right here, and I'm going to put it on a flat brush. And I'm first going to spray my brush so it'll intensify the gold. We're just going to put that on the lid. I'm going to take this brush, it's just a little fluffy brush, and I'm going to dip into this, where is it? This brown right here. There's only a couple of mattes in this palette, and that's the only complaint that I really have. Other than that, it's an all-around good palette. Brush, and I'm going to take this plum shade right here because it's the darkest shade in the palette. If they could have put like a really deep chocolate brown, this palette would have been amazing. And I'm just going to focus that on the outer corner and go up. The wing. The eyeliner I'll be using today is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, which is like 99 cents. Okay, so we got that wing on, and you can obviously tell that that did not take me no time at all. This brush is just amazing. I love this brush. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner, and I'm going to put that on my lower waterline. And although I didn't use the Ardell brush for my brows, I do use the tip for my eyeliner. So let's just put this in our waterline. The L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. And the lashes I'll be wearing today, I don't know if they are sold at CVS, but I got these from Rite Aid, and they look like this. The box looked like this. They're just like, they're not dramatic, but they're not natural either. So let's just get into it. So this is also from Ulta, but it's in the drugstore price range. It's the Mario Badescu facial spray, and I love to spray my face with this before I apply primer or anything in general. When I wash my face, I like to spray myself with this. I like to prep my face with this before foundation. So it's a good little facial spray, and it's like $7 or $11, one of those. It's just very hydrating. I love it. So, primers. I'm using the, well, today I'll be using the Maybelline Master Prime Blur and Smooth. But if you also have acne, I highly recommend this one. e.l.f. It's really good. It helps your blemishes appear like they're not there. I don't know. I've had a lot of friends that like this, and I like it, so. That's a primer that I really like from the drugstore, but I'm just gonna put this on my face. I'll be honest, half of my favorite foundations are from the drugstore. Not Sephora, not Ulta, the drugstore, so. Let's just go from, I'm going to try to show these in order of being least to most, you know, like least cheapest to more pricier. But I think these are all under $15. Okay, this is the LA Pro Coverage. It's like $5, and this is amazing. If you've ever tried the Makeup Forever HD foundation, hello dupe, big dupe. This is a great foundation. Then the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation is like $4. Great foundation as well, full coverage. Love this foundation. Also, Milani Conceal and Perfect. This foundation is a freaking, like, this is like Kat Von D foundation. You know how they say Kat Von D is full coverage? I would say this is a dupe for that, because this is just so full coverage. Like, it's crazy. And I think this is like $8, maybe $6, I'm not sure. Maybe $10, I'm really not sure. But I know it's not more than $10. The next is the, well, anything Maybelline Fit Me. This is the Dewy and Smooth. I also have the Matte and Poreless. All those are wonderful. Love Maybelline Fit Me. Last but not least is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. Pro Matte is okay. It's kind of drying. Just make sure you don't wear, like, make sure you put on moisturizer before you wear it. But Pro Glow, it makes you look really healthy, and I just love this foundation. So that's all the foundations I have here. But a new foundation that I picked up today is, which is the one I'm going to be using today, is the Neutrogena Skin Cleanse Oil-Free Makeup. Now, this foundation was $11. But what made me want to buy it is all the stuff it says about it. Okay, so it says it's micro clear technology blemish treatment with salicylic acid, which means it's not going to break you out. It means it's not going to get in your pores, and it means if you have breakouts already, it's going to fight those breakouts, but it's foundation. Gimmicky, I don't know. Okay, and it also says, will not clog pores, hypoallergenic, controls shine with natural looking coverage, rapidly cuts through oil for fast acne relief, but make sure to shake well. And I got the shade Natural Beige. Hopefully this matches me. Yeah, this foundation is really, really good. Alright, now moving on to concealer. I know I didn't bring this over to my table, but Maybelline Fit Me also has really good concealer, but I don't have it over here. But I have really two cheap concealers that are really, really good. The first concealer I want to talk about is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, which is like $3. Very, very good. Highly, highly recommend. And then also a oldie but a goodie, the LA Girl Pro Conceal, which is the one I'm going to be using today. And I'm going to use the shade Porcelain and Yellow Corrector. So I'm going to put the Yellow Corrector in the ducts of my eyes and then go over it with the Porcelain. That looks so good. So to set that concealer, I'm going to take my Coty Airspun translucent powder, which is sold at Walgreens and Walmart. And at Walgreens, I'm not sure what it really is, but at Walmart, I know it's near the nail section normally. I had trouble finding mine, so that's why I'm telling y'all. I also got a dark LA Girl Pro Conceal shade, and this is in the shade Almond, and I'm going to, I got powder on my nose. I'm going to contour my face with this cream contour. So now while we let that translucent powder sit, I'm going to take the Wet n Wild Contour Palette. And I'm going to take the brown shade and just go over the cream contour just to kind of set it, make sure it doesn't move. And I'm going to take a fan brush for this because I feel like that gives a good sculpt. Alright, now we're baking, baby. We're baking. So, all you have to do is some stuff and then we'll be almost done. So now moving on to blush. I have two favorite blushes from the drugstore. And first is the Wet n Wild Apricot in the middle. It's more of a peachy blush. And then Milani Luminoso. But today I'm going to be using Milani Luminoso because we're bronzy, so we need to get red, you know. We need to bring some flesh back into our cheeks. Yeah. Look how pretty that is. This blush honestly is better than drugstore. This blush is honestly better than high-end blushes. We're done baking. I'm just gonna wipe away the powder. Oh god, we didn't blend our lip. What the hell? highlighters here. One's cheaper, one's not expensive, but under $20. This is a $4 highlighter, and it's Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder, and I love this highlighter. And then this is the new Maybelline Master Chrome in the shade, Molten Gold. And this is so beautiful. Of course, I dropped it and it cracked. You probably can't tell. And because this looks just so beautiful. So creamy. So I'm just going to swatch this for you guys. I'll put it over my tattoo so you can see the pigmentation. Wow, it's so golden. This would be so pretty on deeper skin tones. Let's just get on with it. Ooh, come through, Maybelline.
Yes, give it to me.
Liner from Sephora, but it's like $3 or $5, so it's in the drugstore price range even though it's from Sephora. But it's the mini Sephora lip liners, and this is in the shade Pink Beige, and I'm just going to outline my lips. And now I'm going to take the Milani lip cream in Adorable, and looks like this. These lip creams are so creamy and they wear so beautifully. Last but not least, let's set everything in place, make sure nothing budges. And to do that, I'm going to take the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray 16-Hour Wear. Completes this look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this ballin' on a budget type of makeup tutorial. Everything that I use is either from Ulta or the drugstore in general, so I hope you can find some really good deals there. And you can know, like, you don't have to spend a lot of money to look. You don't have to spend a lot of money to have a beat face. You can get just as good a results from the drugstore, and half of my favorite items are from the drugstore in general, so you know.
Your drugstore. Don't sleep on the drugstore, okay? Okay.
If you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and stay tuned for more videos.
Bye. Now I gotta go cry about all the money I spent.